Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenton Gaming's latest edition of the Don't Panic series. I'm your host Lord Fenton. In today's Don't Panic series video, we're going to be touching upon Lands of Lore, Throne of Chaos. Now this game was released originally in 1993. Oh yeah, that's the era during of CD-ROM games, DOS, and more. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Don't Panic guides like this. And do not forget to hit that notification bell. You update my videos and more. So you're wondering, I am lost in this castle. I do not know what to do. There's this big old creature that's about to pound my face in. Should I use magic? Should I use weapons? Should I use ranged weapons? I do not know what to do. Well, do not panic. Help is on the way. And I'm going to help you all out in Lands of Lore, Throne of Chaos. So let's get started on this guide, shall we? After you're done watching the introduction of some hag unearthing something that is not good, you get to be greeted by King Richard, who is voiced by Patrick Stewart. Now, if you have the good old games copy, yeah, you'll definitely have his voice. Now, if you have the floppy version, you will not have that luxury. So, when you start the game off, you'll have 4 characters to pick from. You have to pick one. Each of them are very special. So, I'm going to go over each of them and give my thoughts. Akshir, well, he specializes in magic. Let me tell you right now, he is the best magic user in the entire game. Now, if Dawn was a character, he'd blow her away when he gets up higher in levels in magic. Now, Michael is more of a melee type of character, yes. He does hit hard. He's the best in the fighter department. So if you want to go for brawn and melee, go ahead and pick Michael. Now, let's get to the third character you get to select from, Kieran. Now, he's the best rogue in the game. You could use bows well. He does have great dodge ability, which is very good. Yeah. He also goes first more often than the other 3 champions you pick. So, if you want to go first and be a rogue more like it, go pick Kieran, the cat-like character. Finally, last but not least, is Conrad. Now, Conrad is the most balanced character in the game. He is not great at magic, rogue, or fighter. He's right in the middle. So I'm going to give everybody my final advice. If this is your first time playing, pick Conrad or Akshir, because magic in this game is seriously powerful. And for you advanced users, go ahead and pick Michael or Kieran. Other than that, each of the champions are very good. So let's go ahead and start this game out. Now you get yourself put in this part of the castle near the exit when you actually do begin the game. And I'm going to tell you right now, movement is not that hard at all. It's very simple. You could use your arrow keys however you go forward, backwards, left or right. Or I should say strafe left or right. Or better yet, go ahead and use the arrow keys right there with your mouse. Makes things easier. So this way you could turn your character around. You can move forward, backwards. You could strafe. Plenty to do exploring. It's really simple to do. I'm just going to show everybody this. Also use your mouse pointer to click at the certain objects you could interact with, which makes things a lot easier. Yeah, you could also interact with certain characters too, which is really easy. Yeah, it's very easy to use. Yeah, see, I just opened the door. That was very simple. You can interact with the fountain. I'll tell you what that is. You can move your inventory around. Yeah, you're going to be getting used to that inventory system by the way. Which is very a little bit cumbersome, but you'll get used to it. So this is also your character paper doll section where you can equip items and more. And there's also your leveling scheme too. And right here is your we call it options from save the game, load the game, game controls, audio, and that's your rest button in case you do need a rest. And that stack of money is your crowns. That's your currency. We start out with 41 as always, no matter what. All 4 champions, whoever you pick, starts out as 41. And other than that, that view right there, that's your window for the game. And it's very easy to do, very easy to use overall, thanks to the power of the mouse. Now, let's talk about the next section of the video, which is difficulty. Also, this is where you also turn on text in different languages too. Also, your smooth scrolling and flowing cursor. Now, first of all, Wimpy, that's your lowest difficulty. Monsters are easy. Normal, that's your middle of the road. Yeah, monsters will hit harder than Wimpy. Now, ferocious, that's the hardest difficulty in the game. Here's my final advice. Either start off as wimpy or normal difficulty. Now, let me go ahead and talk about the shop system in the game. It's where you buy and sell stuff. Yeah. Now, when you start off at Gladstone Keep, there's only two. There's the herb shop and there's the smithy. Now, my advice on the herb shop is don't spend anything, even though I'll tell you what the three items do. Ginseng, for example, that's the mill plant, cures poison, a little bit of health too. Aloe and those red slobs will heal your hit points. And also, this next thing we're going to do is go right into the Royal Armory. That's the smithy, which is Victor Gladstone. And yeah, I just removed the dagger. I'm going to show everybody why you want to buy the mace, because it's really worth it. And this is a good place to actually you sell some good stuff here, such as weapons, armor, and even a certain item later on show you to sell to make some extra cash. So when you do start out, go ahead and sell the dagger. Yeah, go ahead and sell that dagger for 10 crowns and buy the mace. Yeah, we're going to be buying the mace. We won't be using it for long because later on in the video, I'll show you a nice trick on how to even make more money when you start out. Other than that, yeah, you have the mace. What we're going to do is go ahead and equip it once we're out of the shop. Yeah, we're going to equip it, and that's it. That's how the shop system works. You can buy and sell stuff. Now, later on in the game, there are better shops, so yeah, just hold on certain items if you want to buy and sell. Other than that, it's real easy to do. So let's get to the next part of this guide. Now, let me tell everybody about resting in the game. Yes, you can rest in the game to heal your magic points and hit points. Now, my advice on resting is very simple, such as Gladstone Keep. You want to rest in here since it's safe. Now, you rest outside of world or inside of dungeons. Well, there's a chance that enemies will pop up and attack you. So you got to be careful on resting. So I'm going to just demonstrate this right now before I go on to the next section. So my final advice is very simple. Go ahead and rest inside a place like a keep or a town. Now, if you're outside, yeah, look for somewhere to rest after you clear a whole bunch of enemies. Otherwise, they'll attack you constantly outside and in the dungeon. So that's it for the resting system in this game. Now, since Lands of Lore, Throne of Chaos is a dungeon crawling game, yeah, a dungeon crawler, you're going to need to learn about the map and compass system. I'm going to just show you how to get that. Now, very beginning of the game when you're in Gladstone Keep, after you speak with King Richard, he'll give you access to his private room. Yeah, this is where you get the map at. Really simple. You can also look at the other books too. And if you have the CD version, yeah, you'll enjoy it. And that's how you get the map. Now you have the Magic Atlas. It'll plot wherever you discover. So right now, I'm seeing it's a blank space because we didn't discover anything, despite the fact we did. So what I'm going to do right now is just demonstrate a few areas I'm going to move around and show you this way why you should definitely get the Atlas, and it's very important to use the map in the game. And see, yeah, where you discover points, there's a button lever, that's a legend there to you. So this way you go push it and something might come like a door or a niche. Niche is sometimes where you get treasures, sometimes you don't. And a door right there is obviously a door. There are more points in the legend as you discover along the game. So let's go ahead and talk about the compass. Now, after you arrive in a new area, thanks to giving up your writ to the Marina Lady, I'm going to show everybody how to get the compass early on. This is very early on, easy to do. So you need to go to an inn here. Yeah, this and the Grey Eagle Inn. This is where you want to go. This is where you recruit Timothy into your party. So you go to this door here. Yeah, you go to this door here. Talk to this nice gentleman, and he'll do his after your champion talks to him, you get yourself a nice compass. So yeah, just let the dialogue go on, and he'll give you a nice compass. And you will need that for this game because they'll tell you north, south, east, and west where you're facing and more. So I skipped ahead towards again the compass. It's right there on the screen, and that's it for on the mapping system of the game. I'd probably say go ahead and use the mapping system more often, and the compass does help out big time. Yeah. So if you're stuck on something and you're lost, just look at your map. It's very simple in these type of games. Let's go ahead and talk about the save system. Let me explain. You want to save often, you want to save early. Yeah, you want to save constantly in this game, because if you don't save, you'll be put back in further progress from the time where you die. So save often, save as much as you can. You got those save slots, go ahead and use them. They're especially helpful in this game. Now let's talk about combat. First of all, this is Dungeon Crawler game by Westward Studios, and here's the thing: it's real time. There's no pausing. There's no turn based. You gotta click it real quick. Now the top icon that looks like a mace, that's my melee weapon I'm currently holding. The bottom one with squiggly lines is magic. Now it depends on your character. They can excel in magic, fighter, which is melee weapons usually, or rogue, which is ranged weapons such as crossbows and bows. Other than that, just gotta be real quick, and if you do need to retreat, go ahead and retreat to somewhere safe and rest up. That's really simple, really, for combat. Now, for this next section, we're going to be talking about is the class and leveling up system in the game. It's different than any other games such as Eye of the Beholder, Baldur's Gate, and etc. More you use it, more you level up. For example, I just used magic on that one bandit, and that's getting a step closer in my magic category because I leveled that up. Now, if I use melee weapon, for example, holding a mace, I'll be leveling up my fighter class. Now, if I have a bow or a star, I'll be leveling up my rogue class. So yeah, so basically I'll be leveling those up with ease. So just more you use it, more you level it up. So I'm just demonstrating right now on why you should level that up. And I just defeated that guy with my melee weapon, and I got little points in fighter. So you see my mage bar already moved because I've been using a lot of magic during the course. So there are three classes. Fighter, more melee weapons you use, such as maces, swords, and axes. More likely you level that up. Now the rogue class, more bow and arrows you use against foes to kill them, more that you level up. And magic, more magic you use to kill foes, you'll level that up too and have access to more brutal magic later on and more brutal levels. So what we're going to do is go ahead and show up what happens when your character does level up. So it's very simple. We're going to leave Bucks. He's going to give us a very important warning. Yeah, watch out for the orcs. We're going to be demonstrating on them. Now, as soon as you get enough kills on certain foes, you actually will level up. Now, I'm going to be using magic on this orc here. I'll actually will level that up. So here we go. Now we just increase our level in magic. Now, here's some good spots to level up. For instance, Uptonwood's great for level 3, 4 of the classes. Now, Upper Uptonwood, I'm going to show you, is great for 3 to 4, maybe 5 if you seriously want to grind. Other than that, the more you use it, the more you'll level up. That's it about the classes and leveling system. Let's go ahead and talk about the starter dungeon, aka the new player dungeon, and puzzles. Now, you had the option to get inside, either sneak past the bandits or fight them. Well, in my case, I fought them. So once you're inside, the first thing you want to look for is the lantern. Yeah, you're going to need light in this game. Only way to get light is use the lantern. Now, lanterns oil will eventually run out, so you're going to need to look for oil flasks to fill that up. Yeah, just fill that up when it's near empty or empty, so this way you'll save your oil. Now, next part of the video are puzzles. There are so many of them, such as pressure plates. Yeah, for instance, if you put rocks there, what we'll do eventually will trigger something to either open up. And see, yeah, for this one, it didn't do it. We have to do something else. Looks like we'll have to get a key for that. So you see, also some puzzles are linked. So for instance, we have to do is go ahead and activate that switch. Now we have a thug's key, which is good. All I'm going to do is skip ahead towards the next part of the solution of the puzzle. Now, after I did grab some loot, the solution of the puzzle is very simple. We remove the rock from the pressure plate. Now we have access to a new room. So just basically this game has pressure plates, keys, and other factors to actually solve the puzzles in a game. So just take your time, take a breather, you'll get the puzzles right. And as for the new player dungeon, explore it fully. Now, for this next section is party members and what skills you should focus on them. Now, first of all, the first party member you get in the game is Timothy. You get that after using the boat in the marina. You'll lose them once you get back to Gladstone Keep. Now next up is Laura. Yeah, you get her during the Droracle caves. You need to deliver her to the Droracle. She's a powerful rogue, and unfortunately you lose her once you get inside the Droracle's lair. Let's talk about the other two. Now Bracada is the first one. That's the party member with 4 arms. You can level up faster with melee weapons for fighter, and of course range for a rogue. Now he's really good at that. Also decent for magic. Now, next up is Paulson. He's a great fighter overall. Decent in the other 2 departments. Now, I would probably say is depending on your champion level up, where you want to level up. Conrad, Akshir, Magic. Let's see here. Kieran, Rogue. And, of course, Michael, Fighter. And also, towards endgame, make sure you have enough high levels in Rogue, because you're going to need that later on. Other than that, level up what you feel like depending on your champion. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the spell system in the game. Yeah, before you reach to Gladstone Keep again to get Bracada in your party, you will have only 1 spell, Spark. Now, once you get your spell book, you have options to Spark and Heal. Now, you get the scrolls while you're out in the game. You learn more spells. For instance, you'll definitely learn a spell called Freeze. That's the first scroll spell you learn. So, once you click the scroll on the character, you learn it. The more you level up in magic, the more powerful it becomes. So yeah, if you want to level up your magic, simply cast spells to defeat enemies, such as this rat right here. More levels in the spell, more damage it does. However, it takes more magic points. So just gotta use your spells very wisely in this game. Now, let's go ahead and talk about how to make some serious money in this game when you start out. We're going to be looking for an item called Swarm. You can look in trees on ground for items to sell. However, Swarms very early on will sell you for 25 crowns. You can use those against enemies, but you got magic, so that's much better option. So now we got our own Swarm. I'm going to do is skip ahead towards the shop part of the video. Now, once you arrive at Victor's shop, well, start selling these Swarms off. Now, here's the thing about the Swarms. They are exactly 25 crowns. Yeah. You go find a few of those very early on. You get to make enough money. I do mean enough money to actually buy that nice longsword. So let's go ahead and skip towards that portion of the video. Now, after I collected a few swarms in the game very early on, I'm going to do is go ahead and sell them for 25 crowns. Now, because I saw a few swarms, which is exactly 2 or 3 of them, plus a few spare items from the new player cave, I have enough money to actually buy that nice long sword. So what I'm going to do is get out of the shop, go ahead and unequip the mace, and sell that too, because we get to sell that exactly for 40 crowns. And we're going to make a lot of money because of that. Thanks to swarms and, of course, selling back the mace. So yeah, see, we have 40 crowns we're going to actually get back. And we're going to get this nice longsword for 125 crowns. So basically, we have 34 crowns left over. And we have ourselves a nice starting weapon. So this way we get to the boat, go across the sea into another land. And that's how you make some money very early on in the game. And the next section is how to make even more money. I'm going to show you a much better money making trick. And it does involve getting rid of excessive items such as these maces here, extra layer jerkins, and more. Now, you want to be at these swamps. At one point in the game, you get to travel to Upton Wood. Yeah, you go there. You go through the swamps. Do not buy anything from the shops. Just trust me. Because at one point, you'll get a nice discount. So first thing you want to do is go ahead and prepare a free spell. Cast 2 or 3 levels. Do not cast 4 because it'll block that off. Carefully put the item inside the statue. It'll close, then hit the nose and grab it. And do not put it towards the bottom more, because if you do that, you lose it to the swamp pit. And be careful of the swamp pit, because if you're too greedy, you could die from that too. So what I'm going to do right now is skip ahead towards a portion of the video to show you how much money I exactly made at this point. Now, after a while of doing this nice trick, you see, the amount of cash I have is almost 2,000 crowns. So, Any excessive items or items that are no longer in use or useful, definitely get rid of. Do not put emerald swords in there. You're going to need those later on in the game. And do not put story items. Otherwise, yeah, bad things will happen. There are other ways to make money in this game. I'm going to let everybody figure that out themselves. And that's one way to actually make some nice money in the game, which will cover you for most part of the game. Now, here's my final advice for this game. Make sure you do not lose plot items. That's very important. Also, know when to fight, know when to retreat, and also rest when you can. Save often. I do mean often. Otherwise, yeah. Like I said before, you die, you get pushed further back. Well, it's on you. Also, take your time on puzzles. Look at the map more often than you should. Yeah, in case you do get lost. Also, keep the emerald swords with you. You're going to need those later on. And level up your character constantly. I mean, come on. You want to level them up at least. Especially towards endgame. Other than that, enjoy this classic. It's a very fun game. Well, this is it for my Don't Panic Lands of Lore Throne of Chaos new player guide. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day or night. Please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and do not forget hit that notification bell to be updated on my videos and more. If you like more videos like I suggested, check out the one on the upper left and on the bottom left if you like YouTube suggestion of my videos.